Why is it a natural line on your TV? Is there a line in the middle of your TV? Domestic.
Even forgot Rice plays for Arsenal.
Anyway. What do we even say? Do we say what's up? Do we say it's us?
Say, hello everybody, my name is Captain.
Hi guys, thanks for coming.
Yeah, and this is our new channel. It's called the Everyday Gents.
We're just starting. Please support us.
Yeah, we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this week.
Maybe we can get Corvin on the show. Yo.
No, guys, we're playing around and it's just been so long. But welcome back. We are back, yes. Another episode.
Another season 3.
We didn't even complete season 2. We didn't even
But we're on season 3 now. Doesn't matter if we didn't complete season 2. We're on season 3 now. And season 3 will be more successful. Season 2 was like United as soon as Alex Ferguson left. Now we're Ten Hag. We
Yeah. I think it's important just to describe where we were for a little bit. Cause
in a dark place.
We've been meaning to do videos about that.
No ESCOM.
Yeah. What happened was, in short, we just got jobs.
We got gainful employment.
Yeah, we just got jobs, and then that's why we couldn't edit. We tried to find somebody to edit, but unfortunately,
they also got jobs.
And this is us sober. Can you imagine?
Oh yeah. By the way, Tegs is a sober channel now.
Yes.
This is apple juice.
Praise God.
We swear. 100%.
Yeah, guys. So basically, the truth is, we pretty much got jobs, and it was difficult for us to edit, or for Pizzo to edit, because he was the main editor.
I don't really knew that, but I was the main editor.
We did try to get somebody
I edited
else.
this one you're watching now.
We did try to get somebody else to edit, and we still are looking for somebody else to edit. But we just couldn't wait any longer to get back to y'all, because y'all been missing us and you've been asking a lot of questions. So here we are, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. And what you got to say, my bro?
The next episode will be part 1 of Andrew Hughes' one that we filmed in season 2, but then we got jobs. So yeah, that's just one of the announcements we'd like to make. Next episode dropping will be Andrew Hughes, part 1. It was long, it was funny, it was entertaining, it was everything you love about Tiggs. So that will be dropping as a follow-up to this episode. But this is just a welcome back. We got some topics we do want to discuss, some important topics to our, especially in communities that are very family orientated, but in a better way.
Every community is family oriented.
No, bro. There are some communities. Look, first of all, we don't see race or color. but there are some communities that are self-sufficient. I'm telling you, people can leave the house at 18 and never look back until they see their parents at the funeral. But the point I want to make is, let me say the question I want to pose is, those family members you don't like, are they really out to get you? Or are you just full of shit? Have you ever stopped to think, maybe it's me?
Do you consider the word it just used to be a swear word? Because maybe now the roles are reversed.
No. Shit is not a swear word. It's what we go through every week. We all go through it. It's not a swear word. But, are you, let me say full of nonsense then, in case kids watch tags now.
Yeah.
So are your family members out to get you, or are you just full of nonsense? Are you overthinking? Are you do you have what's it when you think the world is against you? Like everyone is just out to get me. Paranoia. Yes. Are you paranoid? That is the question.
Why are you so paranoid?
Yeah, because some people genuinely think that some of their family, from the moment they wake up, their sole purpose after breathing is having it out for them. Why?
Hey, bro, I think when it comes to that question, some people are just they exaggerate things a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like, for example, give me context. So you mean like if somebody doesn't talk to you, that means they don't like you in the family, or what?
They don't talk to you. They're not busy being nice to you at family gatherings, or you don't even want to go to family gatherings because you don't like this person's energy towards you. You feel like they're against you, or maybe you get a job and you don't think they're happy enough for you. They don't say congratulations. I saw a video of Andrew. I think it was Andrew talking about family that he doesn't see, and he's like, "I'm big now. If you don't have time for me, I don't." Yeah, yeah. It's like, if you don't have time for me, I don't have time for you. So, what if these family members are feeling the same about you?
That's what I was gonna say. So who, like, exactly? If you saying I'll talk to those who talk to me, what if that person's also waiting for you to talk to them? So that's how. And then nobody hates nobody. It's just that that person is thinking the same thing that you're thinking, and then all of a sudden that's how problems start. That's what I'm saying. I think people just exaggerate things sometimes. For me personally, what I always tend to do is I will always tend to reach out, and I got a 3-time rule. So I'll reach out the first time. If I feel that, you know what, this is what's happening where this person doesn't reach out, I'll reach out the second time. And then the third time will be confirmation for me to say I'm not going to reach out again, because now there was 3 times that I reached out to you and not once did you do to me. Then I can feel comfortable in that decision. And if you're family, at some point you're going to have to address it with the person somewhere, and then I can let you know, look here, this was I reached out to you 3 times. Now it's all on you. That person has to be the one to hold that responsibility of that.
100%. I also think that people have this, what you call it, main character syndrome. They feel like, well, it's their life, so they have this natural feeling that they were the hero in the story. So with that in mind, they feel like, so they kind of feel like, if it's not making me happy, it's against me. It's like an enemy. It's a trial I'm going through, because I have to succeed. And in order to succeed, whether it's being happy, being successful, I have to get through whatever I feel is against me. I genuinely think, who gives a damn? Like, do you really think in this life that we're going through, with all the hardships we face individually, that people have the energy to wake up and genuinely constantly hate you as a person just for just?
Yeah, I do.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. Bro, you see, you don't. I don't know, but I don't hear you speak a lot about this. Twitter, now called X or whatever. This is why I can say I do, because, bro, there are people that genuinely just go on there and genuinely just hate people for no reason. And I'm always like, why do you just hate this person just for no reason at all? Apparent no reason, bro. You know, it's sad. And this is what you said. Everybody's got player one syndrome. Like, we're living in a world like that, unfortunately, today, where, for example, I don't want to talk about this other person's podcast, but for example, this other person's podcast that's named after him, the other person that he's with on the podcast contributes just as much, or even even more than. You know what I mean? But that person is still the center of the thing. And I used to ask myself, like, why? I'm so fortunate with us that doesn't exist. There is no, that just doesn't exist. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, maybe it's because we've been friends for so long that we've transcended that, and then but that other person's podcast, he brought that, you know, maybe, I don't know. But I'm just saying, not only in that space, in general, bro, it's like that. Even when we had groups in South Africa, like, you know, music groups and stuff, they didn't last because there's always that one person that was like the main person. So that's just the world.
So is that the problem? Is it or not as many people against us as we think, and because we are the main character in our world, we overthink things with regards to that? Is that the problem? Do we pay too much attention to ourselves in that respect?
Yeah, I think so, bro. We're paying attention to the wrong things. For example, it's all it's not just one thing. There's not just one element to it. What you're saying is an element to it, but if you actually open up the cookie jar, you'll see that there's a little bit more ingredients in here that sum up to that. Because I can tell you, as another example, Instagram, for example, may lead to that. You know what I mean? So let's say you're in a family and somebody's not talking to you. Another person put up a post this other day. I forgot this old name. I wanted to give him a shout out. But anyway, he put up a post and I put it as my status. And he said, in families, what will happen is you will feel that, for example, not just families like mother, father family, talking about like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, children type families, right?
Relationships.
Yes, relationship type thing. He said that what happens is a person, I don't want to say female or male, but a person we see breakups in relationships a lot now because a person will get so much attention on social media. For example, a female will get so many DMs on social media that if her partner or his partner, is not whatever in a certain way that they're not happy with or whatever, they feel like, I've got these people in my DMs or whatever, I don't need this person in their breakup relationships like that. Again, player one syndrome. They don't think about the actual situation. You see, when you're in a relationship or when you're in a family, it's about building. And when you're building, not one block builds a house. You need different blocks to build a house. You know what I mean?
Episode 1. Profound. Episode 1.
Some blocks are shorter than other blocks. Like, if you look at your door right there, those 3 tiles that are there are
They
smaller
can't
than
see
the
that
other
door. Why are you talking about my
I'm
tiles
you.
and all that? But
They're smaller than the other tiles. But without those tiles, it doesn't make it look lacquer. You know what I mean? So in the same way, another person may not be, meet your expectation or talk to you once a week or whatever the case is, but it doesn't mean they're just as important to you when the time comes. You know what I mean? Then you may think. You check what I'm trying to say.
So, in short, people need to get over themselves.
That's a bar.
That's what it sounds like to me. People need to get over themselves.
In short, people need to get over them.
Oh! Album dropping soon. I'm signing to the pharmacy.
That is a bar.
I got sick bars. Signing to the pharmacy, guys. Okay, that's all we needed to talk about. See you all next time.
It was great.
No, the other thing I wanted to bring up. Why is it so hard to let go of something you can clearly see is not contributing in a positive way to you? It could be your job, it could be your diet, it could be a relationship, it could be anything that you are Is it because you invested? Is that why it's so hard, even though your brain can clearly see that this is not it for you? Why is it so hard to say, okay, it's not it for me?
Okay, now you're going into somewhere else.
Yeah, we finished with the other topic.
No, what I'm saying,
spoke about the tiles.
I remember before we said Tiggs is not going to be a religious channel, but I'm trying to think of another way to answer it other than that. And
with religion's the reason.
Okay, I'm going to tell you like this. What you're saying is not, you said your brain clearly says it's not, the reason why it's hard is because it's not to do with the physical thing at all. It's more spiritual than that.
I think you're overthinking.
No, 100%. I'm not overthinking. It's more spiritual than that. You see, when you've got the good spirits, right?
Mm-hmm.
The spirits of guidance, what people would refer to as the Holy Spirit. People would refer to as intuition. People would refer to it, I don't know, if you're not religious or whatever, maybe it's intuition or whatever, right? Or your good conscience or whatever.
Yeah.
That will be the thing that's telling you, listen, this is not good for you. You should leave this thing, or I don't know which side the angel and the devil sits, whichever side, but the good one is sitting here and telling you, this is not good for you, and the other one is telling you, no, but this.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on whatever the situation is and where you're at. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For example, let's talk about common things like work.
Yeah.
Right? Your work space that you're in may not be good for your mental health. Right? But it's good for your financial well-being. Yeah. Now you got to decide which is more important to you, your mental well-being or your financial well-being. And unfortunately, that is a tug-of-war battle that happens up until...
A lot of people don't prioritize their mental well-being. They're talking about where's the bread going to come from.
Exactly.
Put the lights on.
And it's a tough... Because think exactly what you're saying, bro. Like, okay, cool, my mental well-being, but then how the lights are going to be on? Am I going to be more mentally okay if the lights are off? Am I going to be more mentally okay if I can't feed my kids? Yeah. That's where most people are stuck at the moment. Yeah. They know that the job they're in is not good for their mental health. Yeah. but they can't just leave because of financial
Implications.
implications.
Okay, let's take job out. Let's talk about situations. See, jobs we find out of necessity. So there's a necessity argument to be made there. Like you said, it's not good for my mental health, but I need the money. Let's talk about situations we put ourselves in. Let's talk about habits. Relationships are a common one that we all struggle with, but I'm gonna talk about other like day-to-day things like habits. Let's look at smoking, for instance. We know this thing's not good for us, and there is no positive argument to be made for it. And this is not me shaming smokers. It's just an example I'm giving at the moment. Could be drinking as well.
It depends on what you're smoking and drinking for, because you remember, you don't just wake up one day and smoke for nothing and drink for nothing.
I
Or
used
you
to
don't
wake up and drink for nothing.
Or you don't become
Used to.
or you don't become what you call a smokeaholic.
It's an addict. It's an addict.
You don't
either
become
way.
an addict.
Yeah.
We don't want to offend people, but anyway, you're an addict if you're smoking every day and if you're drinking every day.
If you wake up and you want a guy before you swears.
Are you an addict if you're smoking a guai while using the toilet?
Yes. Yes. You need
There's
to
a lot of
stop.
people
You
that
need to
do
stop
that.
that shit.
Bro, I find
That's
that
another
to be...
bar. Pause.
That's another part. Went over my head.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just find that to be a little bit unnerving, bro. Because
How are you pulling in and pushing out at the same time?
exactly? And maybe-
Also, does smoke come out your ass? I wouldn't. I wouldn't know.
and how do you inhale the same thing that you're exhaling from the back? It's like, you're inhaling it in the front. It's like, my...
Pulling
who
the
does
fragrance
that,
in.
bro? Does it give the choir a different flavor or something when you're in
Sucking
the
the
toilet?
camel.
Yeah.
Only you guys can answer, but also take a look at yourselves, man. You can wait after you wipe, and then you can bomb the guy. But also, I'm no one to talk. I've also in a past life, while I'm on the toilet, I've hit a sip. Wait, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you the story. I thought I just needed to pee. So I was with my class. I took my class to the toilet because I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna go pee. And then while I'm peeing, I'm checking, okay, there's a bit more commitment needed, yeah? So I didn't go leave my class, I just parked. And then while it's happening, I'm like, hey, let me just... It tasted the same.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the question.
I forgot the question.
So you're saying that why do we still be attached to things that we know is not good for us?
Yes.
For example, like smoking. You see what not smoking does? It makes you remember things. Thank you, Lord, that I don't smoke anymore. But yeah, I think with smoking, and I can talk from a personal...
Is my face blurry? Because I'm seeing the focus is only on you.
No, it's on you. Right. I think from a personal perspective, I can't talk for everyone, but I used to smoke for a reason, right?
Smoke what?
I used to smoke weed for
Okay.
a reason. I've never smoked cigarettes. But I used to smoke for a reason. I first started smoking because when I was doing music, I felt like it would make me focus on, writing and stuff a lot. And then after that, I became addicted to smoking. And I just used to smoke and then smoke to sleep. I would always find a reason to do it, right? Yeah. And again, I knew that smoking wasn't wrong because it doesn't say that smoking weed is particularly wrong. And I always made excuses for it, like weed is made by God, all those things, So I knew it wasn't wrong, but I knew it wasn't right at the same time because what I was doing to my body, like especially when I started working, I wouldn't want to wear a graph on Monday. I wouldn't want to, if it's winter and I survive to the gym, I wouldn't want to wear to the gym because now it makes you feel numb and all that. Yeah. So I knew that it wasn't good for those reasons. But I used to keep going back to it because, again, like it's a spiritual thing. And I was trying to say to you earlier that, can we talk about that or no? What I was saying to you earlier, I said that before we were even recording, I was telling Pizzo earlier that the devil, the reason why he doesn't like human beings is because he, no matter how powerful he is or angels are, the one thing that we have over them is flesh. We have bodies, and they can never, ever have bodies. And that's the reason why they despise man, right? And so that's the reason, that's the whole aim, is to get him to destroy this body. You know what I mean? And that's why you will do the things that you know is not right to destroy your actual body.
That's a powerful perspective, and a lot to chew on. But what about something more watered down that I was thinking? Are we stupid?
No.
You don't think we're stupid?
What is stupid in your
Okay,
opinion?
let me put perspective in it. We see, like, let's talk about as lighties in the gully. We see the rappers smoking, big chains, all that, cherries in the videos. You naturally gravitate to that because it's been, the seed is planted in your mind. So that's what you think you want in order to personify the energy they are portraying. You think you need to have these things. So with the seed planted, seeds like that don't necessarily die as long as they get a little bit of water every so often. So you can see it, you can say it's not for me. Years can go by. Now you're in a job or you're in a position where you can afford these things now. Or you're doing something where maybe women are around you a lot now. The seed is still there. So you're recognizing what this is doing for you. Because that seed was planted all those years ago. And it's been watered a little bit by your social standings, your lifestyles, unintentionally or maybe subconsciously you've been building up for this. Are we that easily manipulated like that? Is it that easy to manipulate us into wanting these things, or do we generally just want them even though we know they're bad for us? Not saying women is bad for us.
I don't know. What do you think about that? Because honestly, I don't know.
I think people are stupid.
I won't say stupid because I think we are products of our environment, bro.
I think
For example, as what you said, right? You grew
me,
up around,
I'm stupid.
You grew up around people like that, gangsterism and all that. Are you saying that we're stupid because we speak slang?
No.
Because we grew up around slang.
Yeah, but you don't go to work and speak slang.
I do.
To your boss?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not to the extent.
We stupid.
Not to the extent that we, that we talk here, because
you got sense.
Because you won't understand.
Yeah, you have sense enough to understand that he won't understand. What I'm saying is this. My point is this. We're not stupid for stuff like slang. That's just a byproduct of growing up. We didn't water the seed of slang. Slang is just a natural thing that we know when to use. Like, you wouldn't go meet your potential wife's your father-in-law for the first time and be Wakan Bali or something like that. You come with respect because you understand there's a time and a place. What I'm saying is, when we recognize the things we once wanted and we're in a position to have them, even though we know they aren't good for us, why is it so hard for us to not just leave it? Why?
It depends what you're talking about, bro.
All right, let's get down to it.
Girl, then
all right, let's talk about members of the opposite sex or members of the same sex. It's 2023.
If you're talking about a girl, maybe because the girl's
not
lacquer,
busy,
bro.
though.
As much as you know she's not good for you, she might
but what
be
makes
lacquer.
her lacquer to you? Is it
Physical attraction, Let me, in my opinion, what I would think is not good for me. Okay, let me ask you this: a question for a question, right?
all right?
If you see a lacquer cherry, that's beautiful, right? But maybe as you're DJing or whatever, and you've never spoken to her before, you're just seeing her there or whatever. But when she approaches you, she comes and is like, "Away, what kind bizarre? What you say, Xe?" Does that change your initial thought or no?
Fun fact. This is an exact situation I've been in. Old Times Square. What a time to be alive. Yes. But it doesn't make her not be lacquer anymore.
But if it was smash or pass, does smash turn to pass because of how she approached you with that type of speaking?
Is she gonna be talking slang when we you know what I'm saying? Like, why did you choose slang? Is she gonna be talking slang in the bedroom? Like, hey, are we hundreds? Smash or pass got nothing to do with the way she talks. If you're saying that she's beautiful, because then it's physical attraction.
Yeah, but I'm saying like what I'm saying is, you know, like what you said now, right? You know that this thing is wrong for you, or whatever, but you still find yourself attracted to it. But I'm asking you, would you still find yourself attracted to it if you knew it was beautiful or whatever, but she came to you saying, "Oh, wait, what kind, Buzzo? What you say, bro?"
Well, from what I gather in this day and age, if a beautiful girl comes up to you and greets you like that, she don't want you, she wants your sister. So, look, it doesn't change the fact that she's still beautiful, but also you need to learn to read the room. You know what I'm saying? But if it was, like you're saying, straight, she's straight, she's gorgeous, she just talks a lot of slang.
Because she's from Newlands or something. Oh, Marion Rich. Because we know Winter girls don't talk like that.
Woo! Anyway, thanks for coming back to Takes, guys. It's been a good first episode.
Yeah, no, but seriously, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We leave it like that. This is just a warm-up episode for you all. We won't tell you when the end episode is going to drop. You're going to have to wait and find that out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
But it will be after this one. This one will drop first. This is episode 1 of season 3. Season 3 will be longer, more fruitful, more educational. We're also looking at getting different variations of input on the show, like maybe someone who's in financial advice, maybe someone who is in architecture, things that are different that are coming from our communities. There's positives in it beyond someone who, I don't know, started a business or is artistic, although we will have those people on and we'll still have these kind of shows. But yeah, we're just trying to broaden our horizons to shine a bigger or broader light on the good that's coming out of our communities.
Trying to do something good in the community.
Hey, we're trying, man.
You know,
we're hustling here. Yo.
We want to do some good things in the community.
Because we're stupid. That's
Anyway, guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Catch me every single Sunday on The Simple Truth. If you already know, you know. If you don't know, now you know. And catch my
link down below.
Yes, catch
link
my
down below.
Every weekend, everywhere.
Wherever I'm DJing.
Where is that?
Getting told away for so I can't.
Yeah, girls, please, now you'll know if you'll approach him like that, you'll know what he's already thinking. You stupid.
Anyway, away. Sure, guys.
Laka.